Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This June 2021, 11 variant and complete pure mathematics paper, we are going to start. So question number 1, equation of curve is given and dy over dx. Before I start, I tell you one thing. If I differentiate y, I get dy over dx. This is called differentiation process. And the reverse process is what called is called integration. So if I want to go back, I have to do integration. And I believe you got a point. So, and it means when I have a derivative, which I'm going to write here, dy over dx. And can I integrate directly? No way. I am bound to bring it up. And this is property. I integrate both sides, students. When I integrate dy over dx, as I said before, it will give you y directly. And here integral sign increase here I'm going to apply. And what is the method of doing integration? Increase up, this 3 will stay as it is because multiplying. So increase by the power by 1. I got -3 by -3. Same, this increase the power by 1, 4 by 4, and plus c. And this is c3 we cancel out, and y I'm getting, and bring the power down, and minus down or up, same thing, like 1 over -2 or -1 over 2 or negative come in the middle, all three same. So -1 over x to power 3. Okay, and what about this 8? 4 1s are 4, 8 are 32. I got 8x to power 4 plus c. Now I have given this point. I will put here reason to get c value. X half and y 4. So when I plug in 4 here and half here, okay, same half here. You can type whole in calculator, including signs, or I can do, this is 108 become -8. 2 to the power 4, 16, I get a half. So if I type in calculator, this becomes 12, 12 plus half, and 12 plus half is coming 25 or 2. Wait a minute, let me recheck. 12 minus half is coming 23 by 2. Or you can do one thing, bring it there and bring it there and subtract from 4. So see, so that plug in back an equation. So finally, you get answer y equals to, don't stop it here, you have to plug in back. So I hope so the point is very clear and we have done the question. Let's go for next. The sum of the first 20 terms is arithmetic progression is 405. I can write first like this. Don't start a question, student, directly. First write data. And first 40 terms is 14. So first 40 terms is 1410. He's asking 60th term is a target. So T60 is a target. So how we can get it, students? So now before I start, what is some formula, students? Some formula is, we know this Sn equal to n divided by 2 times 2 to a plus n minus 1 into d. And same way, I will use this formula second time because, okay. Now student, Sn, n is 20. So I replace every n by 20. Okay, and here n replaced by 40 because he given 40. Okay, and no, you know, students, now plug in 20 each n, so I get S at 20 by 2. A, I don't know. 20 minus 1, 19 d. This done, but S20 is 405. This I got a 10, and in the bracket 2a plus 19d. Okay, so I can do easy for me. This 10, 10 can multiply inside or 10 will divide there. If 10 divides there, it becomes 40.5. All is coming decimal. Normally we avoid decimal, but I think maybe this will be easy for you. Let's go for next one. 40, 40, and 40. I replace every n by 40. 2a, and here I got a 39d. Okay, students. So what is the next plan? Okay. So S40 is 101410. Here I got a 20. In the bracket 2a plus 39d. 20 will divide, and 1410 divided by 20. I get a 70.5. And here I get a 2a plus 39d. You know what the reason? I saw this 2 to a matching, so I can get it easily. So what I'm going to do, this both equations, I'm copying, paste here. Second equation, I copy and paste here. Okay. Or I see this, the bigger numbers are here, so I bring it down, as bigger numbers, I keep it up. No problem, we have both are same, but in this way, sign will change. This plus will become minus, here plus become minus minus. This cancel out, and here I get 30, and out of this I get 20, 20. This 0 cancel, and D becomes 3/2. And I believe you got a point very clear. So let's move on. So what is asking for? And this value I can plug in anywhere. I can plug in it here. This equation 1, this equation 2. I put in 1 to get it, need a. 40.5 equal to 2 times 2a plus 19 times 2, 3/2, or 1.5, no problem at all, even 1.5. This value goes there. And if I type it 40.5 and minus 19 times 2, 1.5, because it will go and subtract there. So I get a 12. And finally, I get a equal to 6. Is game over? No. T60 is a target. And T60, Tn formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. Replace every n by 60. T60 is a is 6 and n is 60 and d is 3/2 or 1.5. And if I type this in calculator, 6 plus 59 times 2, 1.5, it is giving me 94.5. 94.5. And I believe there's nothing hard for you. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And let's go for next part. Okay. When you talk about next part, student, question number 3. 3 terms, first 3 terms we need it. How we can do first 3 terms, 5C0. So 5C0, 2 brackets. 5C1, again 2 brackets. And 5C2, again 2 brackets. The power of first bracket is the difference of 5 and 0, 5 minus 0, and this 0 goes directly here. 5 and 1, so 5 minus 1 and 1 here. 5 and 2, so 5 minus 2 and 2 there. First bracket, I get a 3. Each first bracket, I'm writing 3. Each second bracket, don't put 2x. I have seen some student put 2x. No, minus 2x. Minus 2x. So on, so forth. If you write this dot, 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 okay. Otherwise, no problem. 5C0, when you type it 1, 3 to the power 5, if you check in calculator, it is giving you 243, and something to power 0 is 1. Finally, I get 243 from here. 5C1 is 5, and 3 to the power 4, 4 is 81, and negative 2x. And 5 to the 10, 5 to the 10, 10 into 81 become 810. 5C2, you type in calculator, get a 10, and 3 to the power 3 is 27 into x. Here, square of 2 and square of x, and negative become positive automatically. And 27 times 2, 10, 270 times 2, 4. I get a 1080. X to the power 2. So on, so forth. Anyway, what next part he's asking for, because see, is this matching? Sorry, is this matching? Yes, fully matching. So the whole answer will come in the place of it. But thing is that, so it means in the place of this, I'm going to write it here. But before I will expand it, students, 4 plus x whole square. You apply again the binomial, or you write it 2 times multiply, or you apply squaring identity. So first term square will come here and here. So 4 will come here and here. So this x will go in here and here, and make sure. So here's square, middle 2 into first term into second term. I get 16, I got a 16x, and I got x to power 2. Now, students, actually question is this. Look, I'm writing 4 plus x to power 2 into 3 minus 2x to power 5. So this is same. So this all 3 terms is going to come here, and I'm going to write it now. And I'm going to show you this. I copy paste. Okay. And that top equation, I will copy paste here, but make sure there's a multiplying. So I put a bracket, this bracket and this bracket. I think this part is very clear. Now, students, he's saying what a coefficient of x square is our target, x square coefficient. So now we have a 2 techniques, long and short. Long is that if you multiply, then multiply, and multiply. But why we waste our time in this process? Why we can't say a simple statement, terms involving x square? So if this 16 multiply with the last term, we get so 16 times 2, 1080. I get what? 17280 x to power 2. Now, why not this x multiply with this x? Because x time to x give you x squared. So 810 times to 16, and I get, make sure negative 12960 x to power 2. And one or the last term, this one and this one multiply, I get a plus 243 x to power 2. Now take all coefficients, 17280 minus 12960 and plus 243. And finally, if I check once again, wait a minute, let me check, students. 16 times 2, 1080, and minus, yes, let me recheck, this is correct. And 16 times 2, 810. Okay, all right, 12960, correct. So let me recheck what I get. Finally, I'm getting here. Wait a minute, let me check. 16 times 2, 1080, minus 16 times 2, 810, and plus 243. Okay, wait a minute, students. Negative. I think one mistake is here. Yeah, this is 4 2s are 8. Sorry, there's a reason I'm getting here error. 2 4s are 8. So this means this is a 8. And this is this number will change only, students. So 810 times 2 8, it is giving 6480. Now, student, 17280 minus 6480 plus 243. And I'm getting answer 1140, sorry, 043. X to power 2. But he said coefficient. So write same times coefficient of x square 11043. Okay. Let's go for next question, number 4. Question number 4, he's saying what? We have given a 10, the mother function for this, or parent function, sometimes we say the parent function for this is a 10x. It means the parent function or the mother function is this. Okay, but this, you must know it, what kind of curve, what kind of graph you get it with this kind of thing. Tan graph. Tan graph, it is coming like this, first of all, and its remaining part is goes down. So then at 90 degree, we have a asymptote or math error. This is coming 90 degree or pi divided by 2. And then we have this part of curve, and it goes, well, hold on, let me show you the graph slightly left side. And then it goes up. And then we have a 270 or 3 pi by 2, another asymptote. And this is 0 for sure. But problem is that you see this one, this is our natural point is pi by 2, asymptote pi by 2. But here asymptote is coming, this is asymptote, this is asymptote. So it means pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So it means this, originally it was here, but it shifted here. And this is called x-axis shifting, and this is called x-axis translation. So I can say that x-axis translation is how much? Is, I can find it pi, it reached 3 pi by 4, but it must be here. So 3 pi by 4 minus 1/2 pi, 1/2 pi. If you type in calculator or you get it LCM pi by 4, it means this motion is pi. It means whole curve like this. If you drag back, it is going here. You see? Now it is the asymptote is pi by 2 original. This is parent's function. But see this one, this normally it is 0, but it is not a 0, it is a 1. This is a 1. Oh, it means this originally 0, but it reached 1. It means it moved up one box, So I can say that vertically or y-axis translation by 1. So overall, if I say that that it is moving all together, is a translation by what? X is a pi by 4 and y is y. So it means this p is pi by 4. How I know? Because in the bracket, this with the beside of negative sign, basically formula we have this, students, whenever we have inside the function, for example, a, and one outside a function, inside is called, and this minus is a fix for formula. This always remain as it is. And this is a, is called translation, x-axis translation. And what this b, students, is called y-axis translation. So it means, I think I can say AB. So I think you got my point. So in this sense, this is outside the function and this is inside the function. Outside function is C1. So I can say directly C is 1, students. And this is pi by 4. This because I this said you, this negative sign is a fix. So B is pi by 4. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got a point very clear. Okay. This is done. Now one last part left. What is A? Some student is amplitude. We can't say amplitude. Sine and cos, we can say amplitude, but not here. Now, what is A actually? How to get it A now? So wait a minute, please. I just, many numbers, we can plug in this number even where X is pi by 4, pi by 2, y is 3. Okay, we can plug in even that, even plug in this, pi by 4 and 1, or you can plug in this easy number, this one. At this point, what is X? 0. And was a Y -1. So this is easy to put. I'm putting back an equation, but before I plug in everything. A and tan and X minus pi by 4 and C is 1. I plug in B and C value. Now I'm putting, students, put the Y value is equals to 1 and X, sorry, Y is -1 and X value is 0. And when I plug in -1 here, students, -1, A times 2, 10. And when I put 0 here, I get only minus pi by 4, 10 plus 1. And you type this in calculator, it give you -1. So A goes there and this -1 goes on the other side and I got A is equals to 2. So and I believe you got a whole point. All this is 2 multiplying outside is called stretch factor, parallel to y-axis, students, parallel to y-axis, okay? So it is a stretching, but I think it's a little hard to get from the diagram. So that is why I have done it in different way. Okay, I hope so you got a point. Question number 5, fifth, sixth, seventh term of geometric progression are these. Okay, T5 is this, T6 is this, T7 is this. Before I start, I always give this example as 2 into 3, I got a 6 into 3, I got 18. These are 3 consecutive terms in GP. And can I say this 18 up, 6 down? Look, the way I'm writing, equal to 6 up, 2 down. I think you're understanding. Here come 3, here come 3. They are same. So can I say third term divided by second term? Correct. Second term by first term? Correct. So we have a formula. Same process, not only T3 by T2 is equal to T2 by T1. We can say even this also. How come 7, 6, 5? So T7 divided by T6 equal to T6 over T5. Same process. So T7 is 2K. T6 is negative 12. And T6 again negative 12. And T5 is 8K. Cross multiply, this goes there. 16K to power 2 and 144 reason is multiply with that. And K square 144 divided by 16, I get 9. So K square is equal to 9. And I get a 2 answers, plus and minus 3. But he said K is negative. So I say that K is equals to 3. I hope so you got my point. But negative 3, not positive 3. Done. Now he's asking the find sum of infinity. And what is the basic formula of infinity, student? Formula is A over 1 minus R. Question, do you have A of this sequence? No. We know the fifth term is this, and 6, 7, 8, but 5, 6, 7. But we don't have the first term. So how to get a first term? We have an easy way to get it. So we can take any from here. For example, this is a sixth term, negative 12. Can I say T6 formula A R to power n minus 1? Yes. And T6, I replace, first of all, this formula, I wrote GP formula. I replace every n by 6. So T6 is equals to A, I don't know. Common ratio, even I don't know. Okay, but I can find it. And 6 minus 1, I got a 5. So T6. So this thing I should drag down because I don't have R. So how to get an R, I'm going to show you. So let's think about the R. What is the R formula, students? R formula basically a sixth term, keep it up, fifth term down, or seventh term, keep it up, sixth term down. Can I say this is a sixth term divided by fifth term? I'm writing T6 by T5. T6 is negative 12 and T5 is 8K. And K value is coming here. If I plug in negative 12 by 8 times 2, negative 3. Wait, let me check. Yeah, correct. So if I type this in calculator, students, so 3 4s are 12 and I get a half. Common ratio is coming half. Negative, negative cancel out a half. This part is done. Now, student, I can work easily. A, I don't know. Okay. And R to power 5, T6 is what? You know, T6 is negative 12. I kept negative 12, A unknown, half power 5. And negative 12 times 2 to power 5, it is giving us A is coming with us negative 384. And this A value, I'm going to plug in it now here. I think you understood the whole process. First, I set my target and then I achieve semi-targets. So actual target is this one, this is semi-target, and this is semi-target. I think you got my point. So R is half. And if I type in calculator, I'm getting negative 768. And I believe the point is very clear. Question number 6, he said that this equation of curve, the line is a tangent. We have 3 conditions, you remember. Just quickly revise. We have this situation. First option, the line is not cutting. So we have 3 options. Let me write all. Paste and again paste. You know, basically there's a first, second point, if it is touching the curve, third point, it is cutting the curve. In the first condition, we have a b squared minus 4ac less than 0. Second option we have is equals to 0. Third equation we have bigger than 0. So student, we have said tangents, I will choose the second option, the second option, this one. But what is step by step? Step number 1, I will put y equal to 1. Step number 2, I will make a quadratic equation. Step number 3, get ABC from there. Step number 4, apply discriminant formula. What is discriminant formula? Which is, these are called discriminant formula. So step number 1, this y and this y put equals to each other. So 2k minus 3 whole square negative kx negative k minus 2 is equals to 3x and minus 4. So student, I just make it arrangement further. So this lot of algebra here, 3k minus, sorry, this is a 2k. 2k minus 3 times 2x squared negative kx. This 3x comes this side. I will get a negative 3x and negative, this open the bracket, I get negative k plus 2 and plus 4 equals to 0. This 4 comes there, become plus 4. So students, this I'm keeping as it is. Here I take x common or don't take, but best idea take k plus 3 and x common out. Here I got a negative k plus 6 is equals to 0. What is the value of ABC? You see, the first step done, quadratic equation, now ABC. What are the ABC numbers? Values, sorry. A is 2k minus 3. B is negative outside k plus 3. And C value is negative k plus 6. I hope so, student, you got the point. And now I'm going to apply the formula. Okay. Now, as you know, students, we have according to condition discriminant is equal to 0. So as tangent, so b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. And b is what, students? So negative k plus c whole square. Actually, the whole square like this. And for AC, A is 2k minus 3. And C is k, negative k and plus 6 is equals to 0. Okay, this is clear. Now proceed, students. Actually, this is not a negative, that's actually 1. And power to negative 1, you know it very well. When it comes, it gives you positive 1. So outside this minus, you include or non-include, no problem. Power to the whole. I mean, I'm going to expand it. And here, what is the best way? If you do together, with a lot of chance of mistake. So best idea, leave 4 outside and multiply this one, this one, this one, this one. So this is giving you negative 2k squared plus 12k plus 3k and minus 18. Be careful. Okay, now here I'm expanding first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Here negative multiply, but I will, yes, I can do directly. 4 2s are 8, so plus 8k square. This is a 15 into 4, 60. So negative, negative, positive, 8 4s are 32 and 72. Now this is the 8k square plus k square give you 9k square. And this is wait a minute, I think this C, from where I got C. Oh, sorry for that. It's not C, there's a 3. Okay, so let me write here 3, and let me write here 3. This is 3. Okay. All right. So now, student, what is this? A 6k out of 16, 66 gone, 54. And 72 plus 9, I get a 81. If I divide whole equation with a 9, I get a k square. So 9, 6 are 54, and 9 nines are 181. I'm going to factorize, students, and want to factorize three case or factorization or quadratic formula. 9 ones are 9 and 3 threes are 9. So -3 is working here. Okay, so k common out, I get this. -3 common out, I get this. So I get a k minus 3, I get a k minus 3 is equals to 0. I got a 3, one answer. And what a question he was asking, find the value of k. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. You got a point very clear. Question number 7. Prove that identity, this one. So left, right, or right to left. But I think left to bigger unit, bigger things to make smaller is easier. So let's apply. What is the technique to start it? Because I'm looking for this tan sine by cos. I have two options. Either replace sine square value, but I think it's better approach. This one I can replace sine square plus cos square. Okay, now this, these things are the practice possible only. That why I'm doing. Look, for example, here, even I can replace here sine square plus cos square even. Or I know that 1 minus sine square is cos square anyway, but both are okay. So student, this sine square cancel out. Even upper part, you see this one, this is becoming cos square minus sine square. Divided by what, student? Cos square. So according to situation, when we have a plus b minus c over d, you can say a by d separate, b by d separate, c by d separate. So this kind of algebraic property is available, and I think you're understanding. Okay. Now see how we can continue, how we can proceed. It means this I can divide it separate and divide it separate. This property will help us. So cos square theta over cos square theta. So sine square theta by cos square theta. They cancel out to get a 1. And this becoming tan square equal to right hand side and proved. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's go for the next part. Yes, next part is a connection to the previous part. Students, I show you, actually, I got it 1 minus 2. Wait a minute. Sine square theta over 1 minus sine square theta is actually equals, this is 3 lines means identity, a rule. So this I shift on the other page, then you can understand. So this I'm writing here, I'm just pasting here, okay? I write the word by part B. Student, is this matching? You see, it's totally matching. Okay, so but this is equal to that. I just proved. So why not I remove the left hand side and copy the whole thing in here? So that I'm writing, and I'm writing 1 minus tan square theta equal to 2 tan 4 theta. And now I rearrange. Okay, I bring this both values there. So equals to 0. I got 2 tan 4 theta and plus tan square theta and minus 1. Write 0 here or write 0 there, not a big issue. So I'm erasing it. When you shift like full equation like this, full complete equation, no sign changes. Now I have two chances. If I take this is equal to b, okay, any variable, or I can do directly tan square theta negative b plus and minus b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, students, so this is for your knowledge, what is a2 b1 c minus 1. So b is coming here 1 and 1, and a is coming 2, 2, and c is minus 1. So tan square is left side. It come from the middle from here. And rule, this double power is here. If this is a 12, sorry, if this is a 20, 20 into 2, 40, the 40. So then I must write here t to power 20. This 20 will come as it is here. And I believe you got a point. So tan squared theta is equals to, if you check this one in calculator, so what is answer? Because you are an 11th grade student, so you can, after reaching here, direct answer, so examiner will not mind, but at least one step of evidence required. And I can factorize even. I can factorize even. Just sake of tan square and 4, I showed this working for your extra knowledge. If I take and make sure this is a 180 degree, it means in first two quadrant I can work on. If I come here, I will not take these values. Make sure. So I will take one by one. If I take a root of this, I have a plus and minus 1 over root 2. If I take a root of this, so this is a problem. If I take -1, it's given no solution. So no solution. So this is possibility not there. So I will skip it. And I will take two parts from here now. One positive and one negative. Make sure. Okay. So let's see how we can do it. So I have these two values. Okay, students, let's see now how we can, because mess idea, when you have this kind of, please make this kind of process easy. Tan positive is first and third quadrant, negative second and fourth. This is out of range, this is out of range, this in range, in range. So if I take a tan inverse of this one, so principal angle tan inverse of half, don't take negative sign. If I take this one, so tan inverse, and make sure there's a degree mode. Okay, so tan inverse 1 over root 2, and giving me 35.3 degree. It means 35.3 is here, 35.3 is here, 35.3 here, 35.3 here. So my first answer, I'll bring back theta here now back. So theta is 35.3. First answer. Second is from here, because starting from positive x-axis, anti-clockwise, 180 minus that. All right, direct answer, that is 144.7. And I believe you got a point very clear. So question number 8. What question number 8 is here? A topic of a circular measure, you can guess, but first of all, proper reading. Okay, symmetrical metal plate, it means if I cut like this left limb equal to each other. If I cut like this, so up and down, same diagram. I mean, fully it is a same symmetrical. If this is a semicircle, this is the same semicircle. Okay, I hope so got my point. Okay, two identical pieces, circular disc center at say C. Okay, it means this is a complete circle. It was, and circle center C. Okay, all right, we got it. And when he's it is two semicircles, P and S are diameters. It means if I join directly from here to there and directly from here to there, so two semicircles, we get it from here. All right. And the radius of this is a 4, so it means this gap is 4. And 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I can get many 4s like this. And second part, he said PQRS is a 4 as well. Okay, it means this distance is 4. This distance is 4. Even this distance as well 4. I believe you got my point. And I got an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Okay, and whenever equilateral triangle come, hold on, but he asking PCS. PCS, where's PCS? If I join from here to there and go straight forward, so this is both 4s, okay, and if I join from here to there and straight forward, this one. So this is not is here angle. So there's an equilateral triangle, and sum of the all angle is in degree 180 degree and written pi. And pi, if I divide by 3, so I get it by 3. So each angle pi by 3, pi by 3, pi by 3. It means this angle for sure pi by 3. but he asking PCS, this angle, PCS. So how to get this angle, this angle, this angle? Okay, how to get this angle? Because you know this full angle, a straight line is a pi, but this angle I don't need. I can directly say pi minus pi by 3. 3 1 is 3 minus 1, 2. So angle PCS is 2 pi by 3. And I hope so you got this point. So don't forget it. We have this pi by 3, this pi by 3, but this is 2 pi by 3. So don't forget it, this point. He's saying exact parameter. Exact means root 3 format is sometimes can come. Don't write in decimals. So let's try to do it. Exact parameter of plate. Actually, plate is where? If you look it carefully, students, so plate is this part, this parameter, parameter, parameter. If so, first of all, let's talk about PS. PS this length and QS same. Why not? I find PS and then this fine and into 2. I hope so, got my point. But problem is that I don't know the parameters. So first of all, I will join them like this. And this is arc length, you know it very well. Okay, so this is, and this angle, I just got it 2 pi by 3. And this is a 4, this is a 4. So this sector, I think you got it. And I am bringing it is a down here. So I hope so you got it. And what is a plate? What is a parameter of the plate actually? So I can say that arc length. What is arc length formula, students? Arc length formula is S is equals to R theta. Radius is 4, theta is that. So I can write it here, R theta for one part. And then what, this is done, student? Okay, what about this semicircle? Full circle is we can deal is the same as well. If I deal as a sector, students, sector. So there's a straight, a center at here. What is angle here? Pi. Okay. So against this arc length formula, S is equal to R theta. So I have a second semicircle, one semicircle here. Center is here, and angle is here, theta is pi, and radius is 2. How 2? Because this full gap is 4 as we know, but radius is 2. So I can say that R theta once again times 2. Why times 2? I said before that I will find this arc length, into 2. Why? Because this and this same. I hope so you got a point very clear, and let's try to finish the question. The radius of the bigger is 4. Theta is 2 pi by 3. And radius for this is 2. Theta is pi into 2. So if I check it in calculator, so it's got 8 divided by 3. 8 pi by 3 come from here, and 2 pi come from here into 2. And finally, I get what? I get a parameter coming with me. It is 8 divided by 3 plus 2. I got a 14 over 3 pi inside. And I got a 28 over 3 pi. So this is in centimeters. Let me check. Yeah, centimeters. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So parameter of the plate is very, very clear. Okay, student, let's go for the area of the plate. Area of the plate is where? Area of the plate actually, you know, if I planning is what? This is a complete circle, little bit complicated part. Complete circle, I have it. It means complete circle, I have it. From circle, which is radius is 4, you know it very well. And formula, I'm writing later. First, make a planning. And from this, if I subtract semicircle to semicircle, this semicircle and this semicircle. But problem, if I cancel it, I cancel mean 2 semicircles, I have to subtract. The radius is 2, make sure, because full 4 have is 2. So into 2. Why into 2? Because 2 semicircles I have to cancel. But problem, 2 segments we have to cancel as well. Now problem, from where I got segment. Can you see center, student? This center is, can you see this one? Or I show you the red color. This full is called sector. And the white part is called triangle. And this is called segment. So it means I have to I have to subtract two segment area, this segment area and this segment area. So segment area into 2. So planning is very clear, students. So from big circle, I have to subtract 2 semicircles and then 2 segment areas. So this planning is clear. Let's take a plan. I think this planning is clear. But hold on. Okay, no problem. Let me make a plan, then I can continue. Cut from here and paste here. So this is a planning. So I'm writing here shaded area. Okay, student, let's work on it one by one. I think because I need some space, so I should bring slightly down. Reason, semicircle is not a big deal. Pi r square. I can say pi 4 square. I got a 16 pi. This is not a problem. Even this is not a problem even. So what is the circle area? Full circle area is pi r square, but a half r square. Half pi r square divided by 2 into 2. 2 cancel out. I got a pi 2 square. I got a 4 pi. Now, only thing is called segment. What is segment, students? I show you segment area formula. Segment area. So from sector, subtract triangle, I get this a lower portion. This is called segment. And this is now, first of all, I have to work out what is the angle. Do you know, students? This actually sector is this. So angle is pi by 3 and radius is 4. So make sure. So angle is pi by 3, 4, 4, 4, and 4. And half r square theta. And triangle half into A into B into sine theta. And now I'm just typing in calculator. 16 divided by 2, I got a 8. This is a 8 pi by 3 directly. 16 by 2, correct. And this is a 8 times 2 sine, and make sure must be a radians, okay, students? Circular measure we always do in radians. I think you understood very well how I got this one. Okay, so this is segment area, and I'm putting it here. 8 pi by 3 minus 4 root 3 into 2. Now 2 multiply here, 8 to the 16. I got a 16 pi by 3 and negative into negative plus. So I got a 8 root 3. Negative 16 pi by 3 plus 8 root 3. Now this pi, same. I just do these numbers in calculator. So 16 minus 4 minus 16 by 3, I get a 20 by 3 pi and plus 8 root 3 and centimeter square. This is the area. I believe you got a point. Very clear. Question number next is number 9. He's saying what? We have two functions, one f of x with this domain. Make sure this starting from 2 and 2, then 3, then 4, and onwards. Including 2. Make sure this part is circle is including 2. Okay. This is a real number. What does a real number mean, student? Basically, it means from 0, I can go right and left all values, real number. He's asking range for the upper part. So, you know, student, best technique when you have this kind of this is called actually parabolic curve, you students, you know. And if you see, this is a parabolic curve. And the stationary point is this one, which I'm getting here. How I get it? Under power 2, whatever I will plug in is equals to 0. I mean, x minus 2 is equals to 0. So x becomes 2. So this stationary point is 2. Just extra knowledge. And the number outside is called a range, minus 4. And actually, you know, students, so according to the domain, it is actually, we are going from here and right side x values, like a 2, 3, 4, 5 onward. but I have this right part of graph and left part of graph is not there. But interesting part, what is the y value? Is starting from -4 and going up and up and up. So I believe you understood how I got the range. So range is what? So y actually becoming -4. So range is bigger than equals to -4, or some teacher write like this even. So no problem at all. Both are okay. You write this way or you write this way. Okay, this is done. Let's go for next. Inverse of the f. Okay, in this we have one technical point. So I will copy this whole function. Copy and paste here. Step number 1, erase f of x and write y. Step number 2, try to make x subject, but how it's possible? This 4 will come here first of all. Switch the sides, x minus 2 come left hand side, 4 minus 1, this goes other side, root of the both sides. Here problem, not a problem, a point is coming, plus and minus. Okay, 2 goes there, I got a 2 plus and minus y minus 4. I'm doing rest part here and interchange x become y and y becomes x. Now this is called f inverse, but important point what left behind, either I have to put a plus sign or negative sign, because according to nature of the curve, if curve turns, never inverse possible. Either we have a right part of curve or left part of curve. Both part together cannot inverse possible. But if I'm going right side, and I always teach my student this easy way. So if I'm going right side, I always put plus sign here. If I go left side, I put a minus. Logic is very clear. If I go right side is an increasing function, and increasing, we put always increasing mean adding, and left side go is subtracting. There's a logic behind it, and I believe you got my point. So I must erase one sign from here. And this is my final answer ultimately. Let's go for, wait a minute, I think, oh, this is a -4, goes there, +4. Okay, let's move on next. Question number next. What the next part we have here, students? A value is given by him and f and g are equals to each other. Okay, so let me paste first of all f. This is f. And what is g? G is ax plus 2. Let me check. Yeah. So, you know, this and this equal to each other. Why I can't erase this and copy it here? So ax plus 2. I believe you got my point. And now he said a value -5/2. So -5/3, sorry. Here I'm going to expand it and squaring identity. First term square, -2 into first term into second term plus second term square, and -4 exists still outside. -4x, and this is a 4 cancel out. And this will come this side, I get a +5/3x. This 2 goes here, I got -2. Okay, I got it. What? 3 4 is 12, out of 12, 5 gone 7. So writing 0 here or there, no effect. Now, student, I can go for quadratic formula. A1, b minus 7/3, and c -2. Negative b and b square for a and c. Okay, wait a minute. Over 2a. Okay, I think up till here clear. And if I just type in a calculator, I'm getting 2 answers are coming. One answer is coming from here. 3. Second answer, I'm getting -2/3. -2/3. And he said that, you know, students, look at here. The domain values is starting from 2 and right side. So this is out of range. It is a negative because we're starting from 2 and right hand side. 2, 3. So 3 is coming in the range. The other part is not coming in the range. I believe you got my point. Question number, part number next. Okay, G, F inverse of 12. What is the process? Process is what? First of all, plug in 12 in F inverse. Then press the whole, put the whole value in this and put the whole value in this. So step by step, we'll go for it. So let's see how we can do it. So first of all, plug in. So this process I'll keep here so as a reference. So first of all, F inverse. Where's F inverse? I'm copying it here. Done. Now I plug in 12 in both values. F inverse 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 root is 4 plus 2, 6. Now I'm putting the whole thing in G. So G I will copy, but I will copy the function. So AX plus 2, AX plus 2, AX plus 2. So first of all, my habit, I copy. Then student, what I will do, then I will do left-hand side bracket and right-hand side bracket. Every X, I will replace by empty spaces. You see, this X empty space, this X empty space. Here, I'll copy the whole thing because you look at the whole thing is going here. So F inverse of 12 goes here and 6 goes here. Name will come left side, value will go right side. And here I'm getting G, F inverse of 12. So I got a 6A plus 2. Now, this is the last step. This whole thing plug in G once again. So I will copy paste once again. I write a word here. I write here one game is over. Here, second game is over. I'm writing again here and I'm writing paste. Copy paste. Uh-oh. I have to paste, not this one. So I have to paste the other one. Okay, what is that? G of X copy once again, and that is AX plus 2. So what to do? Left-hand side, empty space, right-hand side, empty space, and plus 2. So student, this whole thing will go here. This whole thing go here and value go here. Function name left-hand side, G, F inverse of 12. And the 6A plus 2, I must write here. And for your knowledge, this whole thing equal to 62. So this is full matching 62. Here I got 6A square and A 2A and plus 2. Okay, students, ultimately, if I bring this on the other side, I got a 6A square plus 2A and negative 60. How negative 60 is subtract from 2? A 0 there or 0 there, no problem. Divide whole equation by 2, or it is not a compulsory, student, divide by 2. I got 3A square plus A and negative 30. I hope so you got my point. Now 33s are 90 and 10 9s are 90. I think factorization is easier. 10 9s are 90. 10 positive, 9 negative, or you can go for quadratic formula. A common, I get 3A plus 10. Negative 3 common, I get 3A plus 10. And 3A plus 10 and A minus 3 is equals to 0. I got A is equal to negative 10 by 3. And A is coming positive 3. And he was asking for values of A. I hope so this part is clear, student. Question number 10. What a question number 10 he's saying here. Okay, the equation of the circle is mentioned. You can see here. And he said X coordinate of AB where the circle cut X. You know, student, basically whenever there's a circle, I cut the X-axis. I make it again. Cut the X-axis Y0, cut the Y-axis X0. He says cut the X-axis. I will put Y0. When I put a Y0, students, Y0 here, Y0 here. What left behind? X squared plus 0 minus 4X plus 0 and and negative 77 equal to 0. So x squared minus 4x and minus 77 is equals to 0. 77, 77, 11 sevens are 77. And if you subtract them, I get a 4. Sorry. If I subtract them, I get a 4. But I need negative 4, so bigger negative, smaller positive. I hope so clear. I'm writing in any order. I'm writing positive 7x here and negative 11x here. X common, I got 7, negative 11 common, I got this one. And x plus 7 and x minus 11. I got two answers, negative 7 and I got 11. I hope so clear. I got two x values. And now we have to find, because common sense, we got he said one coordinate A and one B. And he has x coordinate, no need to y. So I can label anyone, I think is okay. Let's go for next part. Find point of intersection of the tangents to the AB. So we have this technique. I suggest the teacher, please sketch it properly, even close to the accurate. Negative 711 is where? If I make it negative 711. First of all, I make a circle. Now I drag slightly down. So negative 711. Wait a minute. This x-axis is a very clear, negative 7 and 11. Or I can tell you here, this is, okay, no problem. Negative 7, 0, 11, 0. And he's saying the point of intersection of the tangent AB. One is A, one is B. I can label this A, I can label this B. Now, student, take a scale, and this is a tangent. You see, I show you a red color. So student, I think you understood what I'm doing. Both intersecting at one point, that is our target. Read point of intersection or tangent at A and B. So students, this is a center of circle here. I think now you understood how I drew close to accurate. Now I find a circle equation, and circle equation is x squared plus y squared minus 4x and plus 6y minus 77 is equals to 0. But we have a special format, you know. Special format is what? X squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So this negative 4 equals to 2g. And 2f is equal to 6. G becomes negative 2 and f becomes 3. But center turned to be not this one. Center to be opposite signs. So I got a 2 minus 3. And I believe you got my point. Center is turned to be 2 minus 3. So this is C for center, 2 minus 3. Okay. Now, student, what is the technique? Look at here. I'm going to show green color or even black color, no problem. This is, okay, wait a minute. I think I have to drag slightly down because this is done. This is done. And center, I change slightly down because it was not correct. Okay, student, actually, what is a rule? Rule is what? This is 90 degree because basically a circle and a tangent and a radius, this angle always 90 degree. And you know that if this gradient is, for example, 3, this must be negative 1/3, negative reciprocal due to the 90 degree. So make sure. So this is the boxes mean 90 degree. And what is my plan? I need this tangent number 1 equation, tangent number 2 equation, and solve them simultaneously. So what is the method to do, student? Get ready. So step number 1, I'm going to find equation tangent 1. Okay, so let's talk about equation of T1. What is the planning? First, I'll get a CB. So gradient of CB. So y2 minus y1 or 0 minus -3 -7, -2. I got a +3 by -9. I get a -1/3. It means this gradient is a -1/3. So what if this is a -1/3, then what is the tangent? So become negative reciprocal. So I can say that gradient of the tangent 1 is +3. So point is available, gradient available, so I can find it. Y minus y1, which is 0. M times to x minus this one. So finally, I get y equal to 3x and 321. Equation number 1 done. Let's go for the next part. Same story here. What is the gradient of the other line? So I'm writing here title equation of T2. Okay, 1 minute. So I'm going to do this T2. Okay, so let's proceed. And how to get it? So students, the points are at a 0, 11 and that. Okay, so I'm finding gradient of CB. CB? No, CA, sorry. CA. Chance of mistake, so be careful. Our best idea, write the coordinates 2, -3 and A 11, 0. In this space, the chance of mistake reduces. So I can go for y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I got a 3 by 9. I got a 1 by 3. So gradient of the CA is this one. So gradient of tangent 2 is -3. So I will use this and I will use this one. So y minus 0, m times 2x minus this one. So I got a y is equal to -3x and plus 33. Equation 2 done. So I have it, one equation is here, one equation is here. Solve them simultaneously. You know this y equals to each other. So this and this part equal to each other. So I'm writing here y and y equals to each other. 3x plus 2 equal to -3x plus 33. 3 comes here, I got a 5x. 3 goes there, I got a 31. Okay, and wait a minute, let me check. It is all correct. 21 there. Oh, sorry, it is 21, not 2. Sorry for that. Okay, there's 21, so it is turned to be out of 33. So I got a 12. Well, let me recheck once again. Y is equals to 3x plus 21 and y equals to minus 3x plus 33. Let recheck once again, 3x plus 21 and minus 3x plus 33. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is 3 plus 3 is 6, not 5. And from 33 subtract 21, I get a 12. And ultimately x value now is coming whole number. Decimal creates some time issue. Anyway, not always. And this value I can plug in any equation. 2 was there 6 plus 21. 6 plus 21. 27. So it means a point of intersection is coming x is 2, y 27. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The point is clear. And let's go for the next question. Question number 11. Find equation of normal of the curve to the curve at this point. And student, what is the method? What is the technique? You know, this is the equation of curve given. 3x plus 4 minus x. So first of all, we'll differentiate. So what is the root is called half. So you erase it and write half, no issue, same thing. Power will come and multiply with half, with 2, sorry. And from power reduce 1, you got a -half. So multiply the base derivative. And what is the way? This becomes 3. This becomes 0. And this x derivative at the end, I will write 1. Make sure this full is one thing and this is separate. So I hope so this part is clear. Now this 2 cancel out. So I'm writing this -half goes in denominator, become +half, and half is called root. And I believe this part is clear. So These 3 will come in the numerator. After this, and this -1 still there. Okay, so what is the next planning, students? I will say that because, let me show you a rough idea. This is let's say a curve. This is called a tangent, and this is called normal. And there's always 90-degree between normal and tangent. And by default, whenever I plug in this x here, it will give me by default gradient of the tangent. So when I plug in 4 here, like I show you, 3 4 is a 12 plus 4 16, root of 16 is a 4. So gradient of tangent turns to be minus 104. Okay. If the tangent gradient is a negative 104, so what is a normal is a negative reciprocal. So make sure by default, when I plug in x, it never gives normal. It always give a tangent. And now equation of normal, I'm looking for y minus y1 m times 2x minus x1. Y minus 4 equal to 4x minus 16. And finally, I get what? Y is equals to, because he said this format, y alone. So 4x and minus 12. Part number next, he said stationary coordinate. And stationary coordinate means when the curve turns 1 point or 2 point, okay, coordinates of the, so for example, 1 or 2 points will line parallel to x-axis, it has a 0 gradient, and gradient means because parallel to x-axis or derivative equal to 0. That is why for stationary point, I will plug in derivative 0, which I have already. 3 over root of 3x plus 1 plus 4 minus 1. 1 will go there. Cross multiply. Squaring both sides, root cancel left side. And I get a 9. So 4 goes there, become 5. And x becomes 5 over 3. 5 over 3. Okay, he was asking find the x because I got a 1 only, 1 coordinate, but he said y also y. So this value I will plug in a top equation. So I think I should take this. And well, if I take it here, so when I plug in 5 over 3 here and here, 2 times 2 root 3 into 5 over 3 plus 4 and minus 5 over 3. And y value is coming with us. It is coming 13 over 3. So point turn to be x 5 over 3 and y 13 over 3. And I believe the point is very clear. So alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And let's go for next part. Next part is asking nature. Nature. How to find nature, students? I have a derivative differentiation I have already, which I'm copying from here. So I have differentiation available already. And if I bring it up, this is because I'm looking for second differentiation. So 3 and 3x plus 4 to power negative half. Now I'm differentiating. And what is the rule of differentiating? Power comes down. So 3 times 2 negative half. And from power 1 less becomes negative 3 by 2. But don't forget a base derivative. This become 3 and 4 have 0. And this one has 0. So this is turned to be what? So second differentiation finally. So this 3 into 3, 9 and negative 9 over 2. And power is plus 3 by 2 if I bring in denominator back. Now, student, I will plug in this x value 5 by 3 here. Okay, and you can check if I plug in 5 over 3, or 3 times 2, 5 over 3 plus 4, power 3 by 2. Naturally, 3 cancel 5 plus 4, 9, and is coming all positive value. But this all positive, but top negative available is positive into negative, negative. Okay, so it is called a point of maxima. I hope so, got a point. And now he's asking for what next part, exact area of the region bounded by the curve x-axis and the line xn404. It means roughly, I just say you that, for example, this is a curve and there's a 4 and there's a, so this area he's asking, this is not exact curve equation. And what is the basic way of, so starting limit 0 up ending limit 4. And so area basic formula, what? X1, X2, Y dx. Lower limit 0, upper limit 4, and Y value is I will take this whole equation. And when I take a whole equation, so students, what will happen? So I just copied here. So this equation I copied and I got dx. And what is the rule of integration? This multiplying coefficient stay as it is. Increase a power by 1. I got a 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 3. These 3 come from base derivative. Basically, in differentiation, we multiply the base derivative, but integration, we divide. And minus x become x square over 2. So I think, okay, and how to deal with these numbers? 2 up, 3 by 2 into 3. It becomes 2 up, 9 by 2. This will flip up, become 4 over 9. So you must know these techniques by manual, or you can type in calculator. And I missed it limits 0 to 4. Okay, now students, I'm going to plug in the limits. So when I plug in 4, so 4 over 9, 4 the 12 plus 4, 16. And 16 to power is 4 over, 3 by 2 is giving us 64. So this, I plug in 4, I got this answer. Now I plug in 4 here, 16 by 2, I got an 8. Upper limit done, minus lower limit. So when I plug in 0 here, it gone. So 4 to power 3 by 2 is 8. Actually, 4 to power 3 by 8. So 8. So 4 by 9 into 8 and minus 0. I believe you got my point. And 4 over 9 into 64 minus 8, it come first fraction is coming 184 over 9. Second is coming 32 over 9. And if I type in calculator, I got 152 over 9. He said exact answer. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think you understood how I got a shaded area, area. Okay, so paper is completely over. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe you understood the whole concept. And those questions you've done wrong, please redo. Without reattempting, you will not improve. Okay, and no need to watch video. No get a benefit of video if you will not practice again after watching. After watching, it is a compulsory to reattempt that question which you have done mistake before watching the video. I hope so. You will do good, inshallah, in coming exam. Best of luck for exam. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.